Welcome back to Unraveling Politics. My name is Robert. I discuss the news of the day, the political news of the day on the show, and I provide my analysis in a way that people can understand. Today is Election Day, if you haven't noticed. If you haven't gone out to vote, please go do so. If you're listening to the show, you're probably interested in voting, and that's something that you definitely want to do, because I like to say voting is not just voting, but it's also a license to, you're renewing your license to complain for an extra 2 to 4 years, depending on the election, or maybe 6 years if you want to complain about your senator. So you're renewing, at least for president, you're renewing your license to complain for 4 more years. If you don't renew it, you don't get to complain. You got to wait 4 years. And unlike a driver's license, as I said, you can't just renew it later. You got to do it. Well, you have to wait 4 years. Anyway, I don't want to babble too much. Today, I'm not going to talk about politics. I'm going to keep it brief, as you have seen by the episode length. We're just going to talk about the show in general and kind of talk about myself. I'm going to make myself the news, I guess. This show has been going on for, 7 months now? No, 6 months. The show's been going on for 6 months now. We started back in May. I have greatly enjoyed doing this. Yes, there can be occasional frustrations, but I really, really, really enjoy doing this. We get about 15 to 20 views an episode across different platforms. Most of our views are on YouTube. I don't want to go too much into depth with views because, one, it's not that impressive, and two, if I was going to do that, I'd like to wait after a year and not just 6 months. And the reason we're talking about the show itself is because I'm sure many of you have wondered what's going to happen with the show after the election, because most of this show has been leading up to the presidential election. Well, if you were a long-time viewer, or you can go back and listen, you'll know that I talked about other issues besides the presidential election in May and beginning of June. It was a little bit slow. I was still working on getting used to doing this. I think I'm a lot better now than I was back then, and hopefully the content is a lot better as well. So, that being said, where is the show going to go from here? Well, the good news is for all of you, and I think for myself, is the show is not going to go anywhere. We were going to have regular episodes every Monday for the foreseeable future. They are going to be a little bit different, though, in terms of what we talk about, because instead of talking about an election, we're going to be talking about the government. Now, I'm not going to tell you who I'm going to vote for. I'm going to keep that private. I mean, my friends and family know, but I'm not going to announce that on the show, because I'd like to keep myself as impartial as possible. However, no matter who wins, I think that there is a need to hold whoever the winner is, hold their government to account, and I look forward to doing that. Kamala Harris presidency, I have plenty of things I think I can criticize, and a Donald Trump presidency, there's plenty of things I can criticize, just like I criticized the first one. So I am ready. I'm ready to hold this new government to account, but also when I think they are doing a good job, to let you know and tell you about that and explain my reasons why or why not I approve of what they are doing. Anyway, that is basically all I have to say today. It's a very short episode. I am hoping to do a follow-up after the election before Monday. If not, I will see you, or you will hear from me on Monday, November the 11th, I believe. No. Yes, you will hear from me on Monday, November the 11th. Thank you for listening, and get out and vote.